and now we're focusing on anxiety. Today, registered dietitian Megan Pentz-Kluyts is here to chat to us about nutrition and anxiety, and of course what the two have, what the two kind of share when it comes to what you're eating and how you manage everyday anxiety. Megan, so good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, I do believe that we are what we eat,
yes.
right? What kind of connection does nutrition and anxiety have?
A very real one.
Really?
So we're not talking just about worry or concern. We're
Yes.
talking about, where your life is actually disrupted by something like anxiety and becomes a medical, a condition and a mental condition. And so what we see is a disruption occurring in our hormones, in our neurotransmitters, and that imbalance, obviously nutrition can play a role in.
Okay. Are there kinds of foods that exacerbate anxiety and kind of make it worse?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I would always suggest is reducing your intake of refined sugars and also of processed foods. And what we see is they actually affect our gut flora or bacteria, and that in turn actually affects the balance of our hormones that are produced by the brain. So that's a very important connection that is made.
We've talked before about gut health.
Yes.
And I think sometimes we hear about it and we kind of move on with our lives without thinking about what exactly that means. Don't you want to just touch more on gut bacteria and how important gut health is?
Absolutely. So about 95% of our neurotransmitters, particularly our serotonin, which plays a role in mental health, is actually produced in our gut. So you can imagine that if you're not actually feeding your gut bacteria, healthy food, which we're talking about, unrefined foods, etc., then of course it can affect your mental health as well.
Oh wow, who would have thought? Let's also about healthy fats. What role does healthy fats play?
Well, when we're looking at healthy fats, we look particularly at omega-3.
Yeah.
And there's been quite a bit of research that has shown that there definitely is a very interesting, trends towards helping reduce things like anxiety.
Yeah.
So just by increasing foods in your diet, we're looking at our oily fish and anything like sardines or pilchards, even something like snook can assist as well, which is great.
A snooky.
So local. And then, of course, we're looking at seeds and nuts and our canola oil. And let me just add, it is very important with all inclusive of all these types of omega-3s that we also remember that if we're eating regularly and we're reducing sugar, which obviously gives us those ups and downs, so it's a fabulous, feeling, think chocolate for a moment in time, but then you crash.
Yes.
So we want to feed our brain through our gut regularly. So make sure that you're eating regularly. Make sure that you're increasing your omega-3 in your diet. That's very, very important. Yeah. And then you can never, cancel out sufficient exercise or regular exercise, of course. Yes. Very importantly, in stress management. So those all actually play a very important role if you're looking to help with your anxiety.
I love that. I feel like a lot of times we gravitate towards tablets and medication when the simple answer is changing your diet, drinking more water, getting regular exercise before you go the more drastic route of medication, which sometimes isn't even necessary.
Absolutely, and I think always a good place to start.
Yes.
And then, if you're a bit concerned, consult a registered dietitian. Let them, help you and assist you in changing your diet, improving on it, change your lifestyle, and you never know, you might be feeling much better.
I love that. I love that. Sometimes it's so simple. All you do is just get in touch with the people that know how it all works, and everything else will be sorted. We want to thank Megan so much for being with us today. It's interesting to learn that what we eat also plays a role in our mental well-being. And for more great health information and recipes, you can visit BWELLfoods.co.za.